Alright, I want to give you one little story now about the puss. There was a time when people used to castrate the puss. And they don't say castrate, they say castrate the puss. Because you see, we never had microwave where you put out to make the meat thaw out. So you had to put the meat on the windowsill to thaw. But there was always a puss coming from somewhere to come near the meat. Now if it's your puss interfering with the neighbor, the neighbor them is cussing you. So what you do is you castrate the puss. Because when you castrate the puss, he stay at his yard. The trick is now you castrate the puss out the street. You don't castrate him in his own yard, you castrate him out the street because then he runs back to his house. All it was, you take a crook stick, put over the puss neck, put him down on the ground, take a sharp knife, boom boom, everything gone. Puss gone in the yard. But now that you castrate the puss lazy. And he just run the house, he not interested in, you put sardine on toast in front of him, he don't want it. And of course, he's not interested in girls anymore, so he just lay down and he get fat. That is why if you hear Jamaican people cuss you and say, well, you're fat like cut puss. That is where that comes from. And people say, yes, you're fat like cut puss because the puss cut. Right. So let me just talk quickly now about things like the medicine in Jamaica. You know, when you have whooping cough, and your granny boil a good rat soup. And people skin up the nose and say, rat soup? But if you can eat chicken soup, no meat soup too? Right. Chicken soup, rat soup. Those were the days when picnic have mumps. Every picnic had a mumps clot. Tire and round them head. I wonder if I can find the picture. Yeah, man. Picnic had mumps clot, tire around them head anytime they sick. And if you wanted the mumps to go down a little faster, you put a little ashes in the mumps clot. Right? Picnic have all kind of scratch, itch. You use the tamarind bush. You boil the tamarind bush, and that is what you give the picnic. And I look now and I see this picture of picnic busting almond. You remember when the almond come off of the tree and you dump on the ground with the rocks stone and you bust the almond. Look how much dirt we eat and we never sick. Look how much dirt we eat and we never sick because all of we used to bust almond, right? When it came now to personal hygiene, when the bath soap done and it is a little bump, do we chow away the bath soap? Oh no. We put on the bump and the next bump and the next bump. Yes, ma'am. You drop a little water and you squeeze that now, you get a new soap.
Yes. We still do it.
Thank you. Those are the days, you know, personal hygiene and beauty. Listen, you have two bumps on your face, you draw for the toothpaste. You put a little toothpaste on that bump overnight, that bump is gone. Those days people you have a boil on your hand, they used to use salt. Because the process of osmosis, right? I mean, the liquid is going to move to right. So the point is you put little salt. There's a plant they call pepper elder. You put that on the boil overnight, that gone, right? The beauty industry, you know, when you had a special occasion and they're going to press your hair and give you 2 drops curls to go to a wedding or something. But you see, when you press your hair and you look and you see a cloud in the sky, you gotta run for cover or press your and brain don't work. But before they had the fancy pressing combs, you know, our foreparents in Jamaica used to use a kitchen fork, a regular kitchen fork, put it in the fire, hot it, and straighten out the hair. Yeah? When the ladies used to go somewhere and shave off the eyebrow, or as my niece said, the eyebrow, shave off the eyebrow, and then draw for the pencil to draw it back in. But when you shave off the eyebrow, and when you look for the pencil, Junior taking on a color in gig, then you draw for the tin of kiwi shoes polish and a mashing stick, and you go so you draw in that eyebrow. Nobody don't have to know, they would have to fast to know see that you know, right? Those were the days, you know, when you wanted to go out, for example, and you know, you're going on a little trip, you can't but carry the whole heap of things and things. So rather than ladies, rather than walk with things like your rollers, you use newspaper. Set your hair with newspaper. You roll up the newspaper and you set your hair, right? That's what our foreparents used to do. Last thing now is the man them now, they have a way to laugh after the ladies and things says we alone into the beauty industry. But you know, when the man them want to go to the dance and they want the girl them to think that them is Mr. Ramsaran grandson or Mr. Ramdeen grandnephew, and them days they never have Jerry curl and S curl and Z curl and Y curl, they draw for the Rude Boy Cake soap. That is the predecessor to the blue soap that we have. It was the brown soap at the time. They used to sell it in the long bars. And so the man them wash them hair, like all Xavier now wash him hair, you know? And then draw for the Rude Boy Cake soap and then rub it up in it. And then you sit down in the sun and you bake that for about an hour. You see when you step in and the dance later, everybody say, "Ooh, Mr. Ramsaran grandson, Mr. Ramdeen grandnephew. For you look like the full Indian, right? They say, the problem with the rude boy cake soap is that, as the name suggested, it was very rude. And so you had to draw for the lima color, you had to draw for the Old Spice, because the smell was very high. Last thing in those days, no, we never had DNA, we never had lie detector and those things. So when somebody thief your things, you draw for the Bible and key. You own over Bible and key. You take the Bible, you take the key on a piece of string, you suspend it over it, and you say, by St. Peter, by St. Paul, by the true and living God, it's so and so thief me pencil. And if it's that person, this key is supposed to go so zoops and spin upon them. The problem with the lie detector, with the Bible and keys, that very often the self-appointed arbiter of truth, and they might do this something, and they thief it, you know. But you never control it, right? Then there's no little girl. Nowadays, young girls are very bold. You see a little guy, I like you. Then these ladies, when you see a little boy, the first thing you do is you cut your eye off to him. Oh yes. Then you want to know if you like you go and you cancel names. You write his name, you write your name, you cancel out all the similar name letters, then you go, love, like, dislike, love, like, dislike, love. Oh yeah. But again, the Jamaican proverb that said, tiger one, you have picnic say if you have a puss. Anything it come out to, it's going to work for you. Because you want it to come out to love. But you see, if it come out love, well, love is stronger than like, so love will overpower like. If it come out dislike, well, two dislikes make love, whatever it is. But if you really want to know if the object of your desire really love you, draw for the assistance of nature in the form of a thing named love bush. And you walk past the little boy yard and you show the love bush on the fence. And if you love bush flourish, then so shall your love flourish. And if you love bush dead, so shall your love dead. So I'm going to leave you, and a lot of people ask me the name Bumpy Head Gal. I'm just going to leave this file and piece to explain to you. In 1996, right, I had been living outside of Jamaica for a little while. I left Jamaica with a jerry curl, went to Holland, moved to Holland, couldn't find a black hairdresser to do me hair, so I cut it off and then we started to twist it. But then this natural hair wasn't in fashion, everybody had to straighten your hair. So I came back to Jamaica, had my hair twisted, and my friends would say, can't go out like that, Now we have locks, right? I had to host a television program, and I wore my hair in. You know, Chinese mom, when your mother wash your hair at home and you stay home until you know if you come out of your yard, not Chinese mom. So I take my outer, the bright self, have on my nice tidy suit and my makeup and thing to go host a television program and study skills for teenagers. And people were angry. Jamaican people were angry because for them they had never seen anybody do that with their hair on television. That's something you stay at your yard with. But show me bossy and me bowl and me full of myself. So you go. So the people called the station and they cussed and they said, take that bumpy head gal off my TV. Take that little rasta gal. They were angry. Because my parents have raised me with this really wonderful sense of self. Those things don't faze me. So my response to this all is, tell me. I want you to tell me something not good enough for your TV screen. How may offend your eyesight. Tell me something's a black, ugly, bumpy head gal. I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling right. Because me say me's a butu, I'm going to have no class. Trace me, gal rude. Tell me say an educated woman should have known a little better. I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling good. You say my hairstyle disgusting and chaka and tan bad. I feel like sitting out a street. I say me should have shamefully left my house tan so. I'm a smile because I'm feeling sweet. You see the truth is, I'm not afraid of my own self. I'm not ashamed of me. When I'm looking at the mirror, I like the smile when I see I look upon me. I like our thick nappy hair and our broad face. I like our in and outer clothes. And best of all, I love when she stand up for and defend. And I don't pose she pose. But serious, when you're going to fall in love with you and let go of all of your fear, when you're going to take the time tell God thanks for your life instead of fret out here. Because if we kinky or straight, if we black or white, transparent or opaque, God make all of it for a special reason, and God do make mistake. So if all you can do is criticize the Father work, then your life is going to be salt. Because God love all of it and He look out for it even when we have no fault. So, God, call me black and bumpy head if you want, but make sure so you say it loud. Because the Creator love me and me feel good to be bumpy head, black and proud. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Joan. I want to recognize, before we close out here, I want to recognize a few people here.